Tell me what happened this morning to you, my boy.
I ate some food last night and woke me up at 3:30. Felt like I was going to throw up, and then I recovered. And then I've been lying in bed all morning with an upset stomach. And I just now vomited like a few times, and it's a very big vomit. Big.
How do you feel now?
I feel much better.
Good, honey. Here we go. Daddy's feeling better. Beautiful day. Don't cry, Mimi. Don't cry. So different.
Changgu is interesting.
This is nice. Look at that.
Sweet.
She's so sweet.
Angel.
Yes, Kissy.
Oh, I love you.
Kissy. She loves everybody.
So happy. Bubba, you're
So happy.
You're such a happy. You're the cutest little angel.
This looks really nice.
Robin, vegan, did a rubber rice. Happy, eat your move, eat your move, eat your baby,
You rubber?
eat happy. That's so happy. Yes. So happy, so happy, so happy. Yes. Yay.
Here we go.
Look at you and everything.
There's Daddy. There goes Daddy. Oh, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. Papa. Dad has not been feeling good all day. How's he feeling now? How's he doing now?
I think I'm worn out from the experience, as well as I'm just not, the stomach is just not interested in food.
Yeah.
My mind isn't either.
Yeah. He's making funny faces at you. Yummy. Thank you.
Probably feel fucked up because you haven't eaten in like 48 hours or something.
Very nice. He is not a monster.
Little
This
beady
guy.
eyes, pointed ears, a tail, a snout.
She is not a monster. This guy, she's an angel. It was a strange experience. Hey, baby. You're going home now. Today is, what is today, my sweet? What is today, lovey? Can you tell me?
I can't.
Yes, you can. You can tell me.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. Today is 16 years since we met in New York City. At the Angel Tunnel. You're funny. Here we go, little one. Here we go, little Mimi. Here we go. home now.
My journal. I keep a journal of our life. I write down everything. I think I've been doing this for 5 years now. Bunny's showering. Mimi's there. Get back, little precious.
Turn the lights.
Yeah. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Happy anniversary.
Always on time. What is it with you?
It's not my fault. Yay. Happy anniversary.
Really? At Arcadia?
It's really funny because we have an anniversary too.
I didn't you know.
Yeah.
Like when?
Today.
They did there?
Basically.
I didn't know that was Arcadia.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
We like to save our
They had like
Arcadia
a
for special
smoke or something with
things.
it.
And boy, was that special.
It's so cool that we're celebrating together.
Yeah. Well, how many years have you been?
Well, it's a meeting thing. For
Okay,
us.
okay.
That day when she first saw me.
Okay, so how many years?
What is that, 16
I
now?
do. I
Is it
was
16 years?
They're having an anniversary
Yeah, today's
too.
16 years since we met
Really?
in New York. Today.
Today? Yeah. Get the punch out. All right, where are you sitting?
I'm there.
Okay. I want to sit facing the people because I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Whose version are we going to hear?
Let's see, which one should we make up tonight?
Okay.
Whose guru invented the Om drum. It incorporated every sound of every drum into one drum.
What?
And he was a master drummer. So,
I feel like I know
so we
this
had
person.
we were going through the town of
Since
Woodstock,
died.
Yeah, I
and
feel like
his name was Swami Uma Cucina. And we're driving down the middle of the road at the center of Woodstock.
Long story short.
And my friend says, "See that woman there?" And I looked, "That's your woman."
Whoa. Whoa.
Really? Yeah, that's who you've
He
been
said
waiting
she's
for.
for you.
And I said,
Oh my gosh, that's
you know,
so
I
cool.
looked at her again. I said, wow, that could be a possibility. But I'm leaving in 10 days, so forget it.
Wow.
So,
Okay, so
I
fast
kept
forward.
it. So the next day,
That's what happened. Fast forward.
I wanted to go say goodbye to my friend Suridas. And I didn't know where he lived, and because he just moved. So somebody said, oh, it's this house by Creek Road. So I went and found the house, Tannery Brook, and as I'm walking downstairs, I passed this porch, and I look to see someone in the porch, and there's that woman that he pointed
I was
out.
painting on the porch.
Yeah. So I went down, spent an hour or so, whatever it was, with my friend, because I knew I was leaving town, we wanted to connect. And on the way out, she comes out of the porch.
No, that's
Right,
not
what's
how
that?
it happened. Okay, he was going to see his friend, and he tapped on the door thinking the friend lived where we were. I was on the porch painting, because there was nowhere else to paint, and he appeared in the doorway and said, do you know where Suridas lives? And I got startled because he looked like a vision. He had this Afghani hat on with these balloon-type pants and that Indian-type, shirt with a velvet purse beaded slung around his hips, and these glowing eyes, and I'm like, downstairs. So he went, talked to him for a couple hours, and then he came back up, and I was getting in my car to go get some groceries, and he popped his head in the window, and he said, would you like to have dinner with me?
Oh my God.
Like tonight. I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Okay, I'll pick you up later. So here's an interesting part of the story. When I lived in New Jersey, and it's about an hour and a half or so up to the mountains of Woodstock. But when I was leaving, my mother started crying. It was raining and awful out, and she said, I never saw her cry before. And I'm like, well, what's the matter? And she said, but you don't know anybody up there. I mean, because I'm 22, and she was worried. So she went off and talked with my sister, and I went in her room. She had a scarf drawer, and my sister and I whenever my parents were out, we used to go and get her scarves. They were all silk, and we used to play with them. So I went in her scarf drawer, and she had this gorgeous, like 1940s, beautiful purple, small accordion silk scarf. And I took it. I've never taken anything in my life, but I took it, and I'm looking at myself thinking, what am I doing? But I'm taking this as like a talisman or something. I don't know. Okay, so fast forward. I'm getting ready to go out with Zubin. I've never worn purple in my life. So I got this top that I got in England, which had a little bit of purple, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna get that purple scarf out and put it on. So I'm waiting for him. I'm not even sure he's gonna show up because now it's sunset, and I'm thinking he never said what time. I'm like, well, it could be a fluke. Who knows? He comes down the road in his yellow Volkswagen van.
Oh my God,
Classic,
that is
right?
so stylish.
So cute. And he goes, come on, are you ready? And he goes, I'm going to take you to an Italian restaurant. He didn't know I was Italian either. Oh, great, because I told him I was vegetarian. He was vegetarian too, so we only could order one thing on the menu, which was that. So I get in the car, okay? Now, before this, I was working in a music store, and all I knew was pretty much rock and roll. But there was a department that was classical, and while I was there, I kept thinking, oh, I really want to know something about classical music. I'm ready to graduate, but I have no idea what to buy, or I just don't know what I'm doing. Well, I get into his van, and he's playing the Brandenburg Concerto. I'm falling in love with the music. I get in, and the entire interior is tie-dyed velvet.
Wow.
On the doors, inside,
Oh my God.
chiffon,
Ceiling.
billowing, gorgeous tie-dye in the ceiling, little wind chimes. I look in the back, and there's the Bhagavad Gita, and there's a little altar. And I'm like, oh my God, I just ran into a really magical guy.
Wow.
Way to pull the cheeks in that
all
van.
purple.
Wow.
Everything was purple.
Everything was
That
purple.
was where the scarf came in.
Wow.
Everything was purple. That was my sig. Oh, whoa. So we go barreling off, and the chimes are and
you
the
wearing your purple
Brandenburg
scarf?
Concerto's playing the dun, 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 dun. The whole 2 hours at dinner, he starts telling me that the end of the world is coming. And that's why he started this catalog with his friend with all the items you need. Sleeping bags, barrels of rice. You also need a guitar, and you definitely need tie-dye, and you need all these things. He had art in there, and goods in there, and
Brandenburg
survival things in there, and it was called The Connection. And on the front, it was this whole circle of people connecting. It was gorgeous. So he tells me I'm leaving for California. Oh wait, no. Fast forward 2 days. He pops in. He says, I have a present for you. And he whips out this sunburst tie-dye, which was golds and oranges and knock your eyeballs out. And I'm like, oh my God, what's this? Because he didn't tell me anything about himself, really. He only talked about the end of the world. So he said, I'm leaving for California in a couple of days. Do you want to come? So I'm like, oh my God, he's saying the magic words, because everybody always was talking about going to the Gold Coast. On the East Coast, we called it the Gold Coast. And if you got to go out to the Gold Coast, you were really lucky. But you had to really, if you're a female, you had to pick your partner right, because you're going to be paying for it the whole time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I already said no to a couple guys, and I'm not going with them. So then I looked at him, I'm like, well, he looks really nice, and he feels really safe. And he's kind, and he's really interesting. I don't know about the end of the world, but, So I said, but I have this job. I just got this job. It was like my dream. He goes, well, you can bring your sewing machine. I'm like, okay. Oh, okay. 2 days later, he introduced me to a couple people before we left, and we went on the most magical journey ever. The first
Wow.
stop was the Hare Krishna farm in West Virginia, where we had to get up at 3 in the morning and chant. I'm like, I don't know
Wow.
if I'm going to keep doing this, but see, he told me he loved nature, and he was from Denver, the Rocky Mountains, and he had hiked and this and photographed and skied, and I thought, oh my God,
Yeah.
a nature lover, I'm totally there. So we had the most magical journey. 3 weeks later, we got to Colorado, and I climbed my first mountain. He introduced me to the maroon bells, which are actually formations in the mountain that look like bells, and they're maroon colored. So when you're hiking up there, you're coming across maroon colored rocks. It's like unbelievable.
I asked her if she wanted to come to California. I said, this is one of the first times in my life
Oh, right.
that that I'm actually free.
I don't have
Because I was a
anything to do.
professional dancer.
Right.
And you don't take time off and travel. Blah, 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 blah.
And then when you have the tie-dye factory, you're
Yeah.
always busy.
So I asked, I said to her, well, this would be an amazing opportunity for both of us to have this adventure.
Wow.
And then she said, well, you know, I got something in my throat.
We just had the most wonderful dinner with our friends. Thank you so much. Little girly, little sweet. Do you know you are quite neat? Do you know you sound like a pig? Do you know you're not very big? Do you know that I love you? Do you know you smell like a poo? We go grocery shopping now. Ooh, we're at the store. We're both feeling really tired and fucked up. I spent the whole morning in bed, just resting. There she is! There she is! There's Greg!
Mini Tom, yeah?
I don't think she's a mini, but she's very tiny. Isn't that insane?
She got ripped.
She got destroyed. She sacrificed her life.
Oh,
Poor Thoth.
Bridges.
and how long did you have that before? Sorry, excuse my feet. I've been walking on the ridge all day.
It's,
You walk barefoot?
So yeah, there's a part where I go onto the soil and it gets got a bit dirty.
That's
So
fine.
I'm gonna wash my feet.
It was part of the Academy Award-winning film and America's Got Talent. And
Wow.
it's pretty old.
20, 30,
So it's,
More than 30 years.
30 years, I
it's
think.
part of an Academy Award-winning film. Which film?
Thoth.
You're so funny about it. You're not
Yeah,
clear.
of course.
Say bye,
You need to
Mimi.
be in Ubud.
Yeah.
And thank you for your
It's Mary Poppins.
wiseness. Yeah. That's she's scared of that.
You know,
Yes. Yes. Hello. It's right next to our house. We're in the jungle. It's just so strange to realize sometimes that we are living in the jungle. Good morning. This is so beautiful. Getting ready to go. Is here, Daddy is here, he's coming. So I got a new canvas. I got some pink paint, another blue, a neon pink, which I love, a neon yellow, and neon yellow and neon orange, and a rounded brush.
And I'm gonna start
soon.
Options, so. And,
Chicken katsu is so good. Arugula pear salad. Pork. Yummy, yummy. I love these things.